On your Thursday, it's kind of crazy even after the storm. You see these beaches now and it just looks back to normal aside from going inland to see all the damage.
Oh my goodness, I know, it's crazy, you know, how everything changes. You know, blue sky replaces all of that mayhem, of course, the extreme wind, the very heavy rain, that storm surge. And luckily, Idalia is continuing to march into the Atlantic Ocean. We locally, though, are picking up some pretty nice photos coming in from the moon, actually, from last night. The blue moon happened. That happens when there's 2 full moons in the month of August. We definitely had that yesterday. This shot coming in from Madison, Indiana. She called it the moonrise. Linda sending that photo in. We know another gorgeous shot as well coming out of last night. Supermoon here in the distance, of course. Kind of that reddish tint to it. Right around the sunset hour yesterday evening, so it did make for a really pretty picture outside. Take a look at the low temperatures this morning. That was another story in and of itself. The first time in over 2 months, we fell into the 50s to kick off the morning hours. Madison a refreshing 52 degrees this morning. Brandenburg getting to 51. Remember this map very closely because by and large over the next 5 days and beyond, we're going to have plenty of mornings back into the lower 70s and upper 60s. Current temperatures right now as we get out the door, well, we are still, speaking of the upper 60s and lower 70s, right now at this lunch hour. We're fluctuated across that right now. Paoli 68, Shepherdsville 66. We're at 71 currently in Metro Louisville. This afternoon, we're going to get to 80 degrees, I do think, which will be very fall-like for the region, especially for the final day of August. We find it fitting. But just in time for September and the first official day of meteorological fall, well, we're going to be forecasting the beginning of a heat wave entering our area. Fall-like today, weekend heat likely. We're going to be cranking up the heat day by day, likely hitting the middle 90s by the time we get into our Labor Day. We are quiet here across the Ohio Valley, but we do have the Idalia still marching here across the North Carolina region towards the Virginia Beach region of Southern Virginia. And again, we're staying quiet locally here in the Midwest and the Southeast, but our friends off to the far eastern seaboard are dealing with the remnants here of Idalia. It's going to be marching towards Bermuda eventually later this weekend as a tropical depression. And the models right now are trying to show a strengthening back into a tropical storm south of Bermuda by the time we get into Sunday and Labor Day itself. But again, it's going to continue to veer well off to the east. We are staying quiet regardless all weekend long. We have a dome of high pressure that's going to be blocking any kind of moisture chances from our south. There might be a little bit of clouds in the increase here late on Friday, heading into Saturday morning, but that's really looking to be about it. It's going to be a quiet weekend overall. In fact, there's that planner a little bit. 91 Saturday, 93 for your Sunday. Humidity will be noticeable this weekend. It won't be extremely hot, which is good news. We'll notice high temperatures both on Saturday and Sunday, well into the low to mid 90s. And our Labor Day right now is looking to be at 95 degrees. We're going to be picking up the heat well into next week as well. And also speaking of next week, especially Wednesday into Thursday, there might be a new disturbance trying to bring in some showers and rumbles of thunder. We have been relatively dry lately. The good news is there's no current drought across Kentuckiana, but we're going to be watching that very close over the next couple of weeks.